All right. We are live with my man, William. And if you're a current or former first responder who needs to take better care of your fitness and health, this story has to inspire you. But, William, before we get into those details, can you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Yes, I'm actually a retired police officer who still works in law enforcement. I did 38 years in law enforcement and still going strong, but on a retired basis. I have a 25-year-old son who's autistic at home, so that keeps me busy too. And I just I've got a schedule that I keep to every day, and it's important that I do that for a lot of reasons. But that's just a little bit of my background. I did 38 years in law enforcement, and I've got a single dad with a son at home.
Now, tell us about what was going on with your fitness and body when, before you joined the program that made you say, I can't let this continue. Tell us about your fitness and health and how it was impacting you at that time.
So I'm only 5'4". All right, so I'm a short guy. Uh, I was I think at my heaviest weight I was around 230 pounds, and at 5'4", carrying a vest and a gun belt and having people rely on me to help them if they get in trouble, that wasn't working out too well for me or them, to be quite honest with you. And so I decided to take some steps to fix that. And I tried to do it on my own, and that's a very frustrating process. I'm not one that can do stuff like that on my own. And so, just to give you a little where I'm at now versus where I was then, like I said, my heaviest weight, I was 230 pounds. I'm floating between 185 and 190 right now, but it's a different weight.
That's huge, man. You've lost over 45 pounds. Let's talk about some of the other results. If you don't mind me sharing about the medications and your blood tests. Tell
Yes.
us about now that you've gotten fit and healthy with us. What do those look like now compared to what they looked like before?
So before I was on this program, I was taking at least 5 different medications for blood pressure, for chronic kidney disease, for high cholesterol, all kinds of things. And I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't like taking the medication first of all, because I don't like putting stuff like that in my body. So I made a lot of changes against my doctor's advice, by the way. Uh, but I stopped taking all the medications and I changed completely how I eat. And a lot of it had to do with the menu that you guys supplied to us, because that for me that was just the starting point. Uh, I eat clean now, and then when I say clean, I'm not what everybody else thinks. I don't eat ultra processed foods. I don't eat processed foods hardly at all. If a food comes in my house, it came in as it was as nature made it, and then I go from there. Now, obviously, my meats and stuff don't come in as a cow or a chicken, but I buy locally produced meats and dairy and eggs and everything else that I buy from the store. I walk around the outside edge of the store, buy what I need, and get out.
Yep. So you've lost over 45 pounds of fat. You've built muscle. You've gotten off the medications. Your blood test results shocked your doctor in
Yes.
terms of how much they've improved. You feel better. You're moving better. You've made some tremendous changes. And I think you told me this is like the best shape you've been in decades.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
fair to say?
Well, I am in the best shape. If I'm 57 years old, I am in the best shape that I've ever been in my life, and I can even say that coming when I came out of my first police academy 38 years ago. Uh, and I really, to be honest with you, I might be 3 or 4 pounds heavier than I was when I came out of my first academy. So when I graduated my first academy, I graduated the academy in 1989 at 180 pounds. I'm currently sitting at around 185 pounds. The difference being back then I was 21 years old. Now I'm 57 years old, but my 57-year-old body could kick my 21-year-old's ass, and I know that for a fact because I'm a hell of a lot stronger than I was back then, and it's different. Now I couldn't kick a 21-year-old's ass today. I could kick my 21-year-old ass though.
That's what matters. We're competing with ourselves, right? William,
Absolutely.
There's some people watching who are struggling with their fitness and or health, and they know they need to lose weight. They know they need to get fit, but maybe they've been struggling on their own, and they're considering working with us at Fit Responder. So, if somebody was on the fence, now that you've gone through our process, what would you tell them?
Absolutely, it is worth the money. Ask yourself, am I worth this? You'll go out and you'll buy a TV, you'll go out and buy a fancy car, you'll go out and buy all kinds of neat toys, a boat, jet skis. Buy something for yourself that will benefit you. Invest in yourself. And I know that sounds very canned. Nobody told me to say that. It is honestly an investment in yourself. Are you worth living another 10 years? Are you worth living another 5 minutes? The fact of the matter is, this program will do nothing but help you. And I can't stress it enough. You are your most important investment. If you don't take time for yourself, you won't be around for anybody else. And there are a lot of people in my life who rely on me. And you have a responsibility not only to yourself, but to those people to take care of yourself. This program will help you do that.
Well said. I know that wasn't canned or rehearsed, but I'd love to write it down like a speech. It was beautiful. And I hope you inspired some people today, William. And it goes to show you, some guys who I talk to who are like 50 are like, oh, I'm too old for, this blah, blah excuses. You've proven it, man. You apply a good plan of action, and the results will come, and they can be better than you ever expect. And the amount of ways that it can improve your life mentally and physically are untold, and usually, well, almost every single time, better than you could have imagined. So I think your story can give a lot of people hope, man, and I really appreciate you sharing it.
Absolutely.
Keep kicking butt, my man. All right, to everyone watching, hopefully we inspired you today to get started. All right, so stay safe, strong, and fit, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.